Check, check. 1, 2, 3. Test, test. Keep going, or test, test, check, check. We're actually at Credit Union Center tonight instead of Eastlink Center, Eastlink Arena within Credit Union Center. That'll be a fun tongue twister, I'm sure. Am I sounding all right? Okay. Hello and welcome to Credit Union Place in Summerside, Prince Edward Island for this Hockey PEI Under-18 girls exhibition matchup between the Mount Academy Under-18 Saints and the Western Storm, which again is a combination of the Western Wind and Central Storm Under-18 AAA girls teams who played in the Hockey PEI League over the course of the 2020-21 season. My name's Jordan Carraher, happy to bring you the play-by-play here one more time, as I believe this will be the finale of 6 matchups between these two teams over the last 3 weeks. Storm currently lead the matchup here by a 3-2 margin, although the Saints have taken the last 2, most recently a 5-2 win on Wednesday night. Starting goaltenders as we're underway here. For the Storm, it'll be Soraya Richard, and for the Mount Academy Saints, it'll be Annie Honkoop, number 31, as the Storm are offside straight away. And so the face-off will come just outside Mount Academy's blue line here. Quick drop on that face-off, and we're back underway. Here's the Storm bringing it in. Tiana Gallant with it. She loses it. And now Carly Thompson backhands to Chloe Hawes, but Hawes is half a step offside on receiving the pass. So face-off will come outside the Storm blue line now. And again, a bit of an interesting matchup here, particularly with the change of venue here tonight. The last 5 games all played at Eastlink Center in Charlottetown. But with Eastlink Center taking out its ice recently, we find ourselves in Summerside here tonight at what is one of the nicer venues here on Prince Edward Island, it has to be said, as the puck goes over the bench. Caroline Thompson over to Allie Spencer. She'll go up the boards, and we have a bit of an obstructed view here, so we may not be able to see 100% of what's going on, but we can tell you Thompson has the puck here now. Going up the boards, kicked ahead by Meg Aiken, and now Talia Mullally's got it. Mullally coming in on the wing, and stick got in there from Emily McGuigan, and that's going to be our first penalty of the game. So a hooking call a minute 6 into this one, and the Saints will have an early power play here. And almost immediately, head coach Kenny McDougall sends out the big line of Carly Thompson, Chloe Hawes, and Allie Stymist, with Jillian Kelly Murphy and Rachel Richards on the point. Saints win the draw. Kelly Murphy with it. Over to Richards. Back to Kelly Murphy at the top. She shoots. That one's blocked by Livy Lawler. Kelly Murphy keeps it in, though, with some help from Stymist. Now Hawes. Chloe Hawes, the Bishop's University commit for next fall. Dishes off to Stymist, headed to the University of Southern Maine in the fall. Hawes down to Carly Thompson, who's soon to be a UPEI Panther. Back to the point for Richards. And Richards with it in front there, just about had that one go. Stymist behind the net now. Pressured by Lauren Clark from behind, now Carly Thompson with it. Over to Stymist. Trying to walk her way out front, but lost the opportunity. Instead, backhands it to Thompson. Just about a minute gone in this power play as Kelly Murphy made the pinch. Stymist in the corner with it. Out for Kelly Murphy, who's headed to Division III Revere College in the fall. Richards with a shot off the side of the net. Carly Thompson trying to center. Pressured there by Abby Larkin, who's unable to get it out. Tipped down by Sydney Chason. Hawes gloves that shot down. Carly Thompson with it, trying to center, but at the end of a shift, Larkin goes down. Referee at the back turned, no call. Chason has that one poked away by Abby Larkin. She'll cut up the middle, and finally that'll give the Storm an opportunity to change its penalty killers. Caroline Thompson back for it. She goes up the boards looking for Mullally, and Mullally has it here. She gains the blue line. Up the middle for Aiken, unable to get a good shot off. Able to follow the rebound here, though, sends it around the net for Mullally. As we got 5 seconds left in the power play. Thompson with the pinch. And we're back to 5-on-5 here now as McGuigan's out of the box. Grace Larkin with it. Loses it to Aiken. Goes out to Coyle, and she fires that one right into the chest of Soraya Richard. 16:40 left in the first period, still no score. Face-off coming to Richard's left. Storm controlling off the draw, McGuigan pinned up into the boards by McDonald. But now the Saints regain possession. Meadow Clark with it at the line. Just out of Hawes' reach, Tate McDonald with it now. Goes off the back of the net, she gets it back though. Tries to center it, Ellie French there, but Richard covers. And a bit of a late shot from behind there. Rennie and French getting into it right in front of our camera position. And now face-off coming to Richard's right. 16:16 left in the first period. Storm controlling off the tie-up. Rennie goes around the net. Jose Gallant had it for a moment, but Aiken's in there battling for the Saints. McGuigan in there for the Storm as well. Now Jose Gallant centers for Kylie Campbell, making her first appearance in this 6-game set. Leaves it for Gallant, shoots wide. Now the Saints trying to bring it out here again. Looks like they do have it coming down this way. Olivia Stewart dishes off to Aiken, and her shot goes wide. Stewart has that one poked away. Richards down low, nice pass to find Aiken. Backhands into the corner for Kelly Murphy. Centering pass, nobody home. Karis Jelly back for it, back to the point for Richards, back to Jelly. Off the boards, finds Aiken, back to Jelly in the corner. And now the Storm will try and come out with it. Chloe Gallant flips it up. Gallant, the under-18 AAA League MVP this year, 38 points in 27 games. As Kelly Murphy brings it in from Mount Academy. Shot off the bad angle, just goes wide. Stymist keeps it in for the moment though. Now Chloe McCabe brings it out. Richards. Up to, I believe, Kelly Murphy had it. Stymist will poke it forward. Hawes tries to center, but blocked by Clark. Now battling behind the net, McCabe comes out with it. McCabe, a co-top forward this year in the under-18 AAA League as Lawler brings it in. Pressured from behind by Coyle as they go into the corner. Now poked out front, just poked away from McCabe before she could get a shot off. Now Lawler. Back to Clark. And that puck comes out of the zone. Abby Larkin handling it. Drops it for McCabe. She'll just chip it in and go off for a change, and the Saints will go back for it. Coyle. Saints starting it back up here. Left in the middle of the ice from Mullally, whose pass is intercepted. Now Tiana Gallant trying to get up there, but now a bit of a board battle as it comes out to the middle of the ice. Abby Gordon chips it in. Gordon and Mullally battling now. Storm trying to keep it in the Mount Academy zone here. Chase on backhands it to Clark. She'll go around, finds Kirsten Coyle. And that pass is just up the middle of the ice, and it's going to go for icing here. 13:41 left in the first period, still no score. And the face-off will come to the left of Annie Honcoop here. And Campbell trying to do something with it. Instead, the puck's going to go right down the middle of the ice. Chase on unable to get to it. Now Amelia Darash flips that one up. And the Saints go back for it. Thompson up the boards. Storm keep it in. And now Saints trying to bring it out here. And now they will succeed. Caroline Thompson's pass just a little off the mark. Icing waved off here, as Darash backhanded that one around to Jose Gallant. Now Chloe Gallant will start the rush. Gallant going up the middle of the ice. She's got room to go now. Gains the blue line. Fire, scores! Chloe Gallant from just inside the blue line. Picture perfect wrist shot over the glove of Annie Honcoop. And just like that, the Storm lead this one 1-0. And we are are just about set to go here once again. And it's going to be icing the other way. And as we see on the scoreboard, it does in fact say 1-0 Storm now following that goal from Chloe Gallant. Came just about 7 minutes into this opening period. Here's the Saints will control it off the draw. There's French battling with McCabe for it in the corner. Rennie will send it around the net. McGuigan there for it. Attempted clears kept in by the Saints here. Carly Thompson trying to find some open ice, pokes it past McGuigan. Now McCabe's got it. Puck off the side of the net. Tate McDonald digging for it for Mount Academy. And now McDonald and McGuigan battling for it in the corner. Instead backhanded around for Rennie, who will continue it around to Lawler. Lawler able to get that one out, and it is going to go for icing once again. So 11:55 left in the first period. Chloe Gallant's marker has the Western Storm up by a score of 1-0 early in this hockey game. Now face-off coming to the right of Soraya Richard. Saints win that one. Jelly. Pinned up into the boards by Walsh. Now Clark sends it around the net for Abby Larkin. Goes up to Gordon. She sends that one up the middle of the ice, just out of the reach of Tiana Gallant, and now the Saints will try and regroup. Set around their own net. Storm keep it in. Just shuttled into the corner there. A bit of miscommunication there between Clark and Coyle as that one comes out front. Now Tiana Gallant and Coyle battling, but now Walsh has got it. Back to Tiana Gallant, centering pass, just a little off the mark. And Clark sent it into the corner. Walsh has got it. That one off a shin pad and over into the far corner. Storm keeping it in, though. Clark trying to get it out here, that being Meadow Clark from Mount Academy, and now Jelly's going to make her way up the ice with it. She goes off the boards and tries to follow it in. Lauren Clark there first. Now Stymist with it. Stymist takes Tiana Gallant down, no call there. Larkin tried to go up the middle with that pass. Nobody home there. She fanned on it. Now Chloe Gallant has that one taken away. Carly Thompson backhands. Puck now into the near corner here. Lauren Clark. Goes up the boards, finds Jose Gallant. Hawes trying to poke that one forward to get something started from Mount Academy, but now Gallant up to Gordon. And Gordon just chips that one into the bench. 10:15 left in the first period now. Face-off will come back just outside the Storm blue line. Campbell chipped that one back. Now here's Darash. Up the middle for Kylie Campbell. Sends that one into the zone. Caroline Thompson back for it first. And that's Aiken sending it up the boards. Or Aiken has it now. I think that may have been Stewart who had it up the boards first, but now Aiken with it. She fires just high and wide. Chase on now. Down to Aiken. Backhands it around the net, trying to keep things going. Mullally and Darash battling for it. Chase on just out of her reach. Now Campbell. Campbell up the ice. That one's going to not quite get down there for icing, so Rachel Richards back to regroup. Richards being hassled by McCabe on the forecheck, and now Kelly Murphy trying the centering pass, instead just gets to McGuigan. Now, I think that was Aiken, and I couldn't tell who was down there. I think it may have been Lawler battling a moment ago. Now Ella Collins. Centering, and Aiken had it as the Saints were going off for change. Now McCabe with it. She shoots. That one's wide. 9 minutes left in the first period. Now, again, the Storm leading this one 1-0 off an early goal from Chloe Gallant. Tate McDonald up the boards, kept in by Rennie. That shot off a skate and it comes out. Now here's Ellie French, the Hershey, Pennsylvania native, working her way in. She winds up and fires. That one's stopped by Richard. Coyle pinching to keep it in, just off the bench. Now Lawler. Storm will try and start it up here again. McCabe has that one get stuck in her skates. Now McGuigan. Around to Rennie. Pressured by Stewart on the forecheck. Now Jelly has it at center ice over to Coyle. Up the middle of the ice finds Stewart. She's working her way in. She shoots off the blocker. Now Walsh. Stood up there by Chason. Centering pass. Nobody home. Coyle sends that one around the net. Stewart gets there first. Now Chason. Sydney Chason finds Coyle. She shoots. That one hits a stick. And scores! You felt the Saints buzzing there, and they do find the equalizer, and it looks like it's going to be Sydney Chason who gets the credit for it. And so it's back to square one, as it's a 1-1 hockey game. 7:49 left in the first period, so relatively quick answer here from the Saints. Now Jelly pokes that one back. Spencer with it. Over to Thompson. Chason, the Saints goal scorer, tried to send it forward, but now it's Lauren Clark with it. She goes cross ice to Gordon. Abby Gordon working her way in, has Walsh up the middle. Instead, that one steered aside by Honku. And now Thompson pokes that one out, that being Carly Thompson. Saints trying to change up here, but the Storm trying to get it going back the other way now. And they do have it in Mount Academy territory right now. Abby Larkin with it. And that shot stopped. Shot coming from Tiana Gallant off the far wing. Storm keep it in here though. Looks like they're going to get a defensive change, at least for the moment, as Caroline Thompson brings it out. She'll just backhand it into Storm territory, and she'll go off for a change herself. Now Clark and Thompson battling for it. Stymus comes out with it, out to Kelly Murphy. She shoots, that one high and wide. Haas trying to center, nobody home. Instead, the Storm will bring it out. Chloe Gallant, the Storm goal scorer. She's going to wind up and fire. That one's blocked by Richards. Now Carly Thompson up the boards. Gets it back, finds Haas. Chloe Haas with a little bit of room here. She stops up at the ringette line. Centering pass eventually finds Thompson. Back to Kelly Murphy at the point. Into the corner. Sends it all the way around the net here for Haas. Tried to find Aiken with that centering pass, but nobody home, so Campbell going the other way. Campbell just sends that one on net. Honcoop covers it up. And with 5:57 left in the first period, faceoff will come to the right of the Mount Academy goaltender. We're all knotted up at 1-1 here in the later stages of this first period. Mount Academy's had quite a bit of the possession control here so far in the opening frame, but again, the scoreboard tells all the story you need to know really as McCabe tries to work her way in front, cutting in, unable to finish it off. Honcoop there to cover. So 5:42 left in the period. We'll do it all over again. Face off to the left of the Mount Academy goaltender instead. Saints control it off the draw. They bring it out with some speed here. Chason chips it off the boards. McGuigan up. Storm trying to bring it out here. Lawler gets it under control. Gains the red line and now into Mount Academy territory. She shoots right into the glove of Honcoop. .521 left in the first period now. Face-off coming to the right. Haas wins that one cleanly. Saints looking to control it in their own end here to try and get it out, but it looks like the Storm have it right now. Set around the net. Meadow Clark trying to go up the boards. Tiana Gallant there to cut her off though. Back to Clark at the point. She winds up and fires. That one stopped by Honcoop. Gordon now. Clark keeps it in at the line. Sends it into the corner. Tiana Gallant's going to be there first. Left for Walsh. Kirsten Coyle battling both of them in there. And that shot fired just wide by Walsh. Coming up on 4.5 minutes left in this opening frame. Meadow Clark now. Up to Tate McDonald. Clark keeps it in again. Storm doing a good job on this offensive possession. And that stretch pass just out of French's reach. And she'll go off for a change as Abby Larkin surveys the open ice. Works her way around Stewart initially, but Stewart gets the puck back. Now Larkin with it back. Clark. She goes up the boards. Chloe Gallant will not get there, so that'll go for icing. 4:02 left in the first period now. Face-off coming inside Storm territory to the right of Soraya Richard. McCabe wins that one over to Grace Larkin, but Jelly takes it away. Aiken tried to center that one, but it goes off the back of the net instead, so McCabe tries to chip it out. Collins unable to follow up. Grace Larkin gets it out, though. And that puck's just going to die right before the goal line, so no icing. Storm keep it in. McCabe in the slot. Backhands and fires just wide. Aiken tries to get it out. Grace Larkin keeps it in. Now Collins. Collins and Aiken battling forward. Caroline Thompson comes out with it. McCabe just about got that one, but instead Stewart up the middle for the Saints. Oh yeah, that was a bit of a blindside hit there coming off the bench. Aiken feeling the worst of that, and it's going to go into the books as a head contact penalty. And not 100% sure who the guilty party is there. Looks like it's Tiana Gallant who's going to go for 2 minutes. So the Saints go to their second power play of the game. Carly Thompson keeps it in. Over to Richards. Down to Hawes. Being pressured off the puck there, but Stuyvesant able to help. Back to Richards. She fires that one just high and wide. Thompson over in the corner, but Walsh gets it first. And Walsh goes off the glass. Good job by Kelly Murphy to knock it down with her glove. Walking the line was Kelly Murphy. Oh, that one tipped just wide. And now Walsh is able to get it out. Kelly Murphy going back for it. 2:38 left in the first period now. Down to 2:35 now, I should say. Buck 19 left in the Saints power play. Now going the other way are the Storm, and that one was just fired down by Walsh. Penalty killers will get a change. Saints with an option here, but instead that one's knocked down in the middle of the ice, and it's going to be called for a hand pass. 2:17 left in the first period, 1:01 left in the Saints power play. And we're still tied up at 1. Gallant pokes that one forward, gets to Coyle. Now Caroline Thompson skates it in for the Saints. Coyle with it now, down to Mullally. Saints trying to set something up on this 5-on-4. Aiken pinned up into the boards by Rennie, but she's still got the puck. Out to Mullally. Over to Thompson across the ice. Caroline Thompson fires, unable to get full power on that. Now the Storm poke it out. Coyle back for it at center ice. 23 seconds left in the power play here as Caroline Thompson corrals it. Mullally now. Up the middle for Aiken, just a little bit too hot for her to handle. Caroline Thompson with it now. Thompson goes up the middle, finds Aiken as the Storm go off for a change. 5 seconds left in the power play here. That shot just wide. Mullally stops up. Working her way out front. That shot wide as we're back to 5-on-5. And now McGuigan battling with Chason behind the net. It's going to be McCabe coming out for it, and a late shot there from... Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the Storm going right back to the box. Emily McGuigan for head contact once again, and indeed it is. So Mount Academy right back to the power play. 1:03 left in this first period. So it'll be the big line going out here for the Saints, Thompson, Stymist, and Hawes. Thompson wins that one back to Kelly Murphy as we're into the final minute of this first period. Kelly Murphy with it at the point. That one off a stick and just kind of knuckles over the net. Carly Thompson with it. Trying to cut out front, but instead Gordon will just shovel that one down the ice. 45 seconds left in the period. Honcoop leaves that one for Richards. Rachel Richards surveying her options. She'll circle back. Tries to dish off to Thompson, but good penalty killing here from Gordon. This is just burning more time here as we're down to 28 seconds left in the period. Thompson digs it out. Over to Kelly Murphy. Up the middle off the skate of Hawes, but Stymist brings it in. Back to Kelly Murphy. Up the boards and finds Stymist. 12 seconds left in the period now. And here's Clark. Kept in by Richards. Rachel Richards working her way into the middle. She shoots that one off a stick. And as Larkin corrals it, that's going to be how the first period ends. So, through 20 minutes, again, it's another tightly played game here so far. And it's 1-1 between the Mount Academy under-18 Saints and the Western Storm. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so for the second period, which the Saints will start with a 57-second power play, so don't go anywhere. for the second period of this Hockey PEI Under-18 AAA Girls exhibition action from Credit Union Place in Summerside. Mount Academy Under-18 Saints with a 57-second power play to begin the second period as they're tied up 1-1 with the Western Storm as the Saints go offside right away. Goals coming in the first period from Chloe Gallant from the Storm side of things. And for the Saints, it was Sydney Chason who just banged home a rebound from the top of the crease right in front of our broadcast position. As mentioned, the Saints are on the power play to start the period as Richards has it. She goes up the middle and finds Aiken. She loses it though. Now Jose Gallant heading the other way. Partial opportunity. She's stopped there by Richards on the back check. Now Aiken tried to send it long, but now Kelly Murphy sends it to Richards. Loses it in her skates there, and now Mullally will go cross ice for Stewart. Olivia Stewart drops it for Aiken. She'll fire right into the chest of Richard as there's 15 seconds left on the power play now. 19-18 left in the second period. And so the faceoff will come to the left of Soraya Richard. Storm win that one back. Clark. Poked out by Campbell, or at least poked forward. Now the Saints trying to regroup here though as that one's intercepted. Hawes up the middle for Stymist as the penalty is now done. Back to 5 aside. And potentially a stretch pass in play here, but instead McCabe skates it out. Across the line, has that one poked away by Meadow Clark. Now Stymist up the middle. Over to Carly Thompson who gains the blue line. Sends that one on net, and that one's just shoveled aside by Richard. Thompson with it in the corner. Puck bounces out to Coyle. Down into the corner for Thompson. Stymist in the slot has that one poked away. Clark now. Up the boards. Lauren Clark gets it from Meadow Clark. She goes across to Abby Larkin. Nice stretch pass here. Just out of Collins' reach though. And now here come the Saints again. Now behind her own net is Brooke Walsh, although she has that one poked away. Centered, Tate McDonald right into the pad of Richard. Still loose in front. Lawler trying to slash at it to get away from the net, and she has it behind her own net now. Now Ella Collins. Up the middle, Aiken intercepts. And Aiken chips it in. Smart play from someone who's proven to be rather smart in the classroom here as well. Meg Aiken recently, just announced by Mount Academy, taking home the top marks in an annual FERMAT math contest here for the grade 11s, as that one's going back for icing. As Allie Spencer touches it up, and she was, oddly enough, the top mark at Mount Academy in the Kaylee contest for, again, a couple of math contests through the Center for Education in Mathematics at the University of Waterloo. So really strong achievements for both Aiken and Spencer on that front, as Stewart's got it in the zone. Now the Storm trying to bring it out. But Kelly Murphy cuts that one off. That was Gordon that she cut off. Now Tiana Gallant with it. Has that one poked away at center ice, but the Storm retain possession at least for now. Now the Saints trying to go the other way with it. McGuigan back for it just to regroup for the Storm. And now pushed forward. Into Saints territory, but Meadow Clark back for it. She goes up the middle and finds Stewart. Nice stretch pass there. Trying to find Mullally on the center, but nothing doing there as that one gets sent around the net. Rennie up the boards. And that one goes into the Saints bench. 16:40 left in the second period. Still tied at 1. Face off back inside Storm territory here. Aiken wins that one cleanly back to Coyle. She shoots, fires wide. Now the Storm bring it out here. Chloe Gallant, Storm goal scorer here, going down the wing. Tried to get around Chason, who was the Saints goal scorer, unable to do so. Now Now she'll have another shot. She'll just dump it over into the opposite corner. Kylie Campbell going for it. Centering pass. More of a shot, I suppose, but that's why she scores! From the point. I think that was Grace Larkin with the initial shot. I don't know if it was tipped on the way, but by the looks of it, I think it's Grace Larkin's goal. So, 16-11 left in the second period. The Storm go up 2-1. And so that looked like a bit of a harmless shot there, but it does get by Annie Honcoop. And again, that puts the Storm back in the lead here as the Saints try to find an answer. Spencer tried to find Hawes with that, but instead it's pinned up against the boards. Jose Gallant going the other way. Now Stymus pushes it up off the boards. And Thompson able to chip that one out. Lawler going back for it. Livy Lawler, Central Storm Hard Hat Award winner for the under-18 AAA season. As Collins finds herself offside here, and Gallant just able to wait that one out long enough before dumping it in. Now Lawler trying to jam it in on the short side, but Honcoop able to stop it. 15:26 left in the second period. Again, a goal from Grace Larkin, just a moment ago, has the Storm up by a score of 2-1. Aiken wins that draw cleanly. Richards finds Chason. Sydney Chason working her way up the zone, dumps it into the corner. Aiken going after it, pressured by Abby Larkin. Now Chason centering pass, finds Mullally, that one over the net. Kelly Murphy now, down to Aiken. Tried to center, but instead intercepted. And I think that's Collins bringing it out. Up to McCabe. Chloe McCabe now, shot stopped by Honcoop once again. Face-off coming to her right, 14:51 left in the second period. Walsh wins that one cleanly. Saints trying to get it out of their own zone. Hawes tried to go up the middle for McDonald, but instead Rennie was able to get it back. Now Hawes finds Coyle. Tried to go up the middle for McDonald, but instead she'll have another opportunity here. Coyle over the blue line. Storm going the other way with it now, but loses it to Meadow Clark. Gordon got a stick on that one before it got to French, so Meadow Clark will get another go at it. Backhanded into the zone, Chloe Hawes with it. Tried to center that one for McDonald, but instead Tiana Gallant headed the other way. Trying to go inside on Coyle, and she'll beat the icing. And there's a call coming to the Saints. And it's going to be a hooking call on Kirsten Coyle, so the Storm will go to the power play for the first time tonight. 13:55 left in the second period. Storm with an opportunity to extend their lead to 2. Lawler wins that one cleanly. Gallant on the point. Goes cross ice to Abby Larkin, able to keep it in. Now Chloe Gallant gains the puck. Down to Lawler behind the net. Lawler stops up. Goes down low to McCabe. Cycle game in progress here for the Storm as Gallant will fire that one. Instead bounces off a couple of sticks. Tiana Gallant keeps it in. Over to Chloe Gallant. And that one off a stick and wide. Abby Larkin. Down low to Lawler. Behind to Chloe Gallant. Back to Lawler behind the net. Over to Larkin. Back to Lawler. Pressured here by Thompson on the boards. McCabe there for the support. She digs the puck out. Tiana Gallant keeps that one in. And going cross ice with it, but a good play from Mullally to intercept that pass intended for McCabe. Puck bouncing in front, and the Saints able to clear. 50 seconds left in this power play, 12:45 left in the second period. Storm leading this one 2-1. And so that one gets lofted out. Kylie Campbell catches it. Richards watching her closely. Into the middle of the ice there. Jose Gallant couldn't quite get anything on that shot. So Grace Larkin, the second goal scorer, sends it over to Chloe Gallant. Gallant still working her way in. Has it poked away by Richards. She goes around the net. 18 seconds left on the power play. Jose Gallant now. Over to Chloe Gallant. Short side off a skate. And Gallant there, had the open net. But just unable to get anything on it. 7 seconds left on the power play here as Hankoop throws that one. Just about 8 minutes gone here in this second period. Again, the Storm have taken a 2-1 lead early in this frame, courtesy of a goal from Grace Larkin. Late change for the defense here of the Storm, but they win the draw. And time for one more shot. That one just wide from Rennie. As we're back to 5-on-5 now, Walsh with it. Coyle out of the box here for the Saints. And now Stuymus, fresh off the bench, joins Thompson on the rush. Drop back to Stuymus. Stuymus into the slot, down low to Thompson, scores! When you need an answer, you call on the captain, and Carly Thompson has delivered here for Mount Academy. And just like that, we're back to a tie hockey game as it's now 2-2. So a nice play at the end of that penalty kill from the Saints, and again it turns into the equalizer, and we'll see if they've got more in them as Coyle goes off the boards. McCabe tries to chip that one around. Coyle slashes the stick out of Coyle's hands, no call, but chipped forward to Collins and she scores! An immediate answer here from the Storm as good forecheck from Chloe McCabe ultimately results in the opportunity, and Ella Collins is able to poke it home. And I'm not even sure if that was 10 seconds after the previous Saints goal. The Storm go right back up. It's 3-2. And so we'll see if the Saints can answer here as Chason whipped that one into the zone. Rennie behind her own net. Off the boards. Instead, Lawler back for it for the Storm. Up the middle finds McCabe. McCabe working her way down the wing here, cuts back into the middle. She shoots that one off some equipment. Now Collins digging in there, but Aiken will try and chip it out. Mullally up the middle to Chason, and she's got some open ice now. Sydney Chason already with a goal in this one. That one off a skate. Chloe Gallant with it in her own end. Stretch pass tried to find Kylie Campbell with it, but instead it'll be French sending it right back into Storm territory. 10:35 left in the middle frame here. Now Richards keeps it in, backhands that one across. French pokes it past McGuigan briefly. Now McDonald tried to center that one, but nothing doing. So Kylie Campbell working her way up the ice. And that one just a step offside here as the Storm will be forced to tag up. Now Richards working her way up the middle of the ice, pressured by Chloe Gallant here, and that one goes into the Storm bench. As we're 1 second away from halfway through this second period, and a couple of quick goals on both sides just a few moments ago, and that's got the Storm back up in the lead by a score of 3-2. Now Lauren Clark handling it. Gordon sent that one into the zone, but Lauren Clark will get it right back. Hops off her stick a little bit. Now Tiana Gallant tried to poke it past Jelly, but nothing doing. Now here's Jelly. Working her way around the middle. Shot from the weird angle. Got stopped. Kelly Murphy keeps it in. Send it into the opposite corner. Now Tiana Gallant tried to reverse that. Good battle here in the corner. Now Tiana Gallant goes down, And we have a delayed penalty call coming against the Saints as they touch up. And let's see if it's called a hook or a trip. And it's going to be neither. It's going to be a hold. As it looks like it'll be, is it Stuyvesant or Mullally going off here? And it is indeed Talia Mullally heading off for Mount Academy. So the Storm are back on the power play. Haas with the cheat off the face-off. Thompson wins that one cleanly. Coyle slaps it off the boards, kept in. Going cross ice for that one was Larkin off the shot. McCabe couldn't quite one-time it. Saints will send it down. Abby Larkin with it. She goes up to Tiana Gallant, goes cross ice. McCabe going for it. Lawler battling as well. McCabe comes out with it, leaves it for Tiana Gallant. Saints get it back. Coyle goes off the boards, and that'll kill a little bit of time here for Mount Academy. Abby Larkin back for it. Nice poke there from Carly Thompson to force Larkin to turn back. Now McCabe. Or I should say Lawler. Lawler stops up. Being pressured from behind by Chase on here. Lawler off the boards. But Coyle will get it back for the Saints, and she'll send it right down the middle of the ice. That'll give the penalty killers an opportunity to change up, as Richard will cover it up. 50 seconds left in the power play here for the Storm, who lead this one 3-2 with 8:09 left in the second period. Face-off coming to the right of Soraya Richard here. Gallant wins that one back cleanly. Now the Storm will try and start over again. Out of their own zone they come, get it back into Mount Academy territory. Campbell there for it. Around the net for Chloe Gallant. Poked away by Caroline Thompson. Just unable to keep it in there was Grace Larkin. She reverses that one, and it's quickly down to Jose Gallant. Had that one poked away, but the Storm maintained possession. Chloe Gallant working her way around Thompson on the outside. 15 seconds left in the power play as that centering pass finds Aiken instead. And Han Coop will just do the smart thing and cover it up. 8 seconds left in the power play now, 7:27 remaining in the second period. And so you have to think, if you're the Storm, you got to be a little mindful here if the Saints get the puck as the penalty expires. Or perhaps not if Haas is just going to skate it out here, because that's how the second Mount Academy goal happened, as we're back to 5-on-5 now. Hunt Coop covers. Face-off coming to her right, 7:17 left in the second period. Thompson wins that one back. Kelly Murphy there for it. Off the board, Stuyvesant with the chip to Thompson, up to Haas. Chloe Haas gains the blue line, surveying her options. Tried to center that one for Stuyvesant, but it's off the stick. Now Stuyvesant down low, goes around to Haas. Centering for Thompson, but taken down in the slot by a couple of Storm players, no call. Now Brooke Walsh. Kelly Murphy goes the other way with it. And now sent forward there by McGuigan, as the Storm will go off for a change. Kelly Murphy. She goes up the boards, but it's not going to find anybody, so it'll go for icing instead. 6:31 left in the second period. As the faceoff will come to the left of Annie Honcoop, in relative proximity to our broadcast position. Stewart wins that one cleanly. Coyle tried to go around the net. Collins stopped that briefly. Kept in at the line. Larkin down into the corner. Collins poking at it. McCabe and Coyle were jostling for it there as well, but now Jelly centers. Tate McDonald pushes it forward, but Abby Larkin will get there first. Larkin circling up the middle, finds McCabe. Now McCabe will skate it down the wing. Pushed up into the boards by Coyle. And no call on either side. Here's Collins, tried to center that one. Now Jelly. Saints will bring it up the middle. Here's Stewart. She goes up the middle, just out of Tate McDonald's reach, and that's going to go for icing once again. 5:38 left in the second period. Looks like the face-off will again come to the left of goaltender Annie Honkoop. Saints win that one cleanly into the corner. Carly Thompson back for it. Aiken taken down from behind, no call there. Meanwhile, looked like Campbell and Spencer were getting into it behind the play. Now the Storm clear it. Spencer retrieves at center ice. Saints going back the other way for it. French on the forecheck, Darash there first. Backhands Carly Thompson though with it. Thompson still with it in the corner. That one off the side of the net. Darash shoots it around. Bit of a weird bounce out in front. Aiken shoots that and covered up by Richard. As we dip down under 5 minutes, now 4:59 to be specific, left in this second period. Face off to Richard's left as the Storm win that one. McGuigan centered around the net. Spencer with the pinch to keep it in. Sent out front. Thompson had to poke at that one, but instead Tiana Gallant going the other way. Gordon briefly knocked that one down, but Spencer shoots it right back into the Storm end. Now McGuigan back behind her own net. Walsh has that one poked away, but Rennie was there to cover. Now Walsh trying to get it out again. Delayed penalty call coming on the Storm. Gordon touches it up. And it's going to be an interference penalty here with 4:24 left in the second period. And I think that's Tiana Gallant going off again, but we'll see. Get the confirmation from the scoreboard, and it is Tiana Gallant indeed. So that gives the Saints, an opportunity to tie it up. Kelly Murphy with it at the point. Kelly Murphy surveying her options, goes over to Aiken. Chase on down at the side of the net. Tried to get a shot off. She does. And then that one's covered up by Richard. 4:07 left in the second period. Now minute 43 left in the power play. So we'll try it all over again here. Face off once again to the left of Soraya Richard. Puck into the corner, Clark. As that one will come all the way down. Richards back to retrieve. She goes up the boards. Finds Chason. Sydney Chason working her way up the wing. She shoots that one wide. Aiken off the boards. Chason there on the doorstep, unable to do anything. Mullally out to Aiken. Aiken shoots, bouncing puck. Chason just sent that one wide. Now McCabe trying to get around Aiken, but the Saints keeping it in here. Clark off the boards, Mullally. Talia Mullally working her way out to the slot halfway through this power play. That shot wide, Aiken centering pass, nothing doing. And so that one gets sent down the ice. That'll give the Storm some time to change up their penalty killers. Kelly Murphy back for it. Up the middle to Hawes. Chloe Hawes leaves it for Stymus. Just missed Carly Thompson with that pass. Darash going back for it. Off the glass, kept in, not kept in, I should say, by Coyle. 30 seconds left in the power play. Up to Carly Thompson, who's got one of the two Saints goals. Working her way into the slot. Now around the net is Carly Thompson. Good puck possession back to Caroline Thompson. Now Carly Thompson goes cross ice. Coyle unable to keep it in. Back to Caroline Thompson, over to Carly Thompson. Dying seconds of this power play now, as we are now back to 5-on-5 as Thompson shoots. That one was going wide. Richard covers. 2:21 left in the second period as things are getting a little bit rough here. Not sure who wound up down on top of Richard. It looks like it was Stymist. And indeed it was. But we're back to 5-on-5 now, 2:20 left in the second period, and just like that, another penalty call. And the Storm demonstrating about something there. It looks like the Storm have the call, or Stymist going as well, perhaps. Let's just see here. Looks like it's... Yeah, I thought it was just the one penalty, but it does look like Stymist will go off for the coincidental as well. So, 5-on-5 here. 2:17 left in the second period. Saints win, or Storm win that one. Rennie sends it around. Now working their way around are the Saints as they try to get it back. Hawes taken down in the corner, no call. Jose Gallant off the boards to Chloe Gallant. Up the middle to Tiana Gallant. Just tipped that one in. Meadow Clark now. Hawes just out of the reach of the Storm player. Now McGuigan will fire that one back down. Meadow Clark back for it. Carly Thompson with it on the turn. Tried to find Coyle, but instead Chloe Gallant all alone. Stopped by Honcoop. Big save there from Annie Honcoop. As it seems like every post-whistle event now is going to come with a bit of pushing and shoving on both sides. Certainly a lot of familiarity with one another after 5.5 games. 1:34 left in the second period now. Bit of a late change here from the Storm as Campbell makes her way onto the ice. Now the Saints trying to get it out, but Gordon just about got a stick on that. Now Aiken. Aiken has that one poked away by Clark. And so Mullally will regroup. Talia Mullally with some nice stick work to get some open space. Puck goes into the corner. Chason tries to center. But instead the Storm will try and bring it out. Spencer goes down but is able to keep it in as she gets up. Good awareness there from Allie Spencer as we're into the final minute of the second period. Thompson off the boards to Chason. Loses it there. Campbell has it poked away, and now Meg Aiken will try it. Sending it across ice to Mullally. Now Gordon. Off the boards, and Walsh just chips that one in and goes off for a change. Richards now. Stretch pass, tried to find McDonald with that, but Storm will turn it around. McCabe pokes it through. McCabe and Richards battling for it. Back to the point now. That shot from Larkin was blocked, and now 3-on-1 developing for the Saints. Tate McDonald leading it, drop pass to Carly Thompson. She shoots high and wide. French now. Back to the point for Kelly Murphy. That shot stopped by Richard. And McCabe will poke that one through. Storm might have one more opportunity. 2 seconds. McCabe, she shoots right into the chest of Honcoop. And there is an eventful end to the second period. Things really amped up in the last minute of the period especially. And there were a few more goals in this one. So, through 40 minutes, it's now 3-2 in favor of the Storm. We'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes to bring you the third period. All right, welcome back for the third period of this Hockey PEI Under-18 Girls Exhibition action between the Mount Academy Under-18 Saints and the Western Storm, which, again, is a combination of the Central Storm and Western Wind Under-18 AAA girls teams that played over the course of this season. And as we start the third period, it's 3-2 in favor of the Storm. It was 1-1 after 20 minutes, but then goal from Grace Larkin got it to 2-1 for the Storm before Saints captain Carly Thompson answered, only for Ella Collins to get the lead right back for the Storm maybe 10 seconds later. It was really quick. And that's what's got us where we are now as the Saints bring it out. Stymist off the boards. Lawler with it. Lawler with some room to skate here. She shoots, fires wide. Now Mullally going the other way. Aiken tried to chase that one down, but Lauren Clark sends it around. Now the Storm bringing it in. Off the side of the net, Meadow Clark over to Jillian Kelly Murphy. Lawler keeps that one in. McCabe poked that one down, and Collins battling with Kelly Murphy for it. Now McCabe in the corner. Tried to find Lawler, but instead Aiken goes down. Now it's Mullally. She's got Clark turned. Talia Mullally bringing it in. She shoots off the pad of Richard. Nice stop. Mullally now loses it to Lawler, who brings it out. Livy Lawler will just chip that one off the boards. And it'll be Coyle going back for it. Kirsten Coyle. Turned that one over. Chloe Gallant with it in the corner now. She got the party started for the Storm here tonight. Now battling in the corner for it were Jose Gallant and Coyle with, looks like Carly Thompson coming out with it. And no call as Thompson taken down behind the net. And now a board battle here as Coyle will send it around. Tate McDonald now. Tried to find Carly Thompson, but instead Kylie Campbell will fire that one around. Storm able to keep it in there as DeRoche sent that one off the stick of Coyle. Kept in again by Grace Larkin, gloving it down. Now Walsh off the boards. Brooke Walsh tried to go short side, but goes wide. Now Coyle. Long shift here for Coyle as Grace Larkin keeps it in again. Mullally now. Off the boards. Kept in on the pinch there by the Storm. As that was DeRoche keeping it in. Now just pinned up against the boards. Eventually the Saints get it out. Stewart. Tried to go past Gordon off the boards, but instead she'll have another opportunity. Goes off the boards the other way. DeRoche again pinches. Again, a long shift for this Mount Academy unit that's on the ice. And they get it out. No icing going to be called here as that was tipped. And Stewart let up for a second, but she gets the puck first. Olivia Stewart tried to center that one for Spencer, but instead Lawler gets it. Caroline Thompson shoots it back down. Grace Larkin back to retrieve. Up to Lawler, up the middle, through both McCabe and Collins there. Now Caroline Thompson. Turns it over. DeRoche sends it back into her own end. Richard covers. 16-19 left in the third period. Storm lead this one still by a score of 3-2. Face-off coming to the left of Soraya Richard. Storm win that one cleanly, but it gets back to the point for Thompson. Down to Stymist in the corner. Tried to center for Carly Thompson, but a stick tied her up. Kept in by Spencer. Now Carly Thompson with it. Out to the point, tried to find Spencer, but that one's going to go down the ice. Spencer back to retrieve it in her own end. And that one's going to flip up into the Saints bench off a stick. Face-off will come just outside Mount Academy's, or Storm blue line, excuse me. Off the Storm stick at the end. Tie up off the draw, chase on back to Richards. Hops over Rennie's stick, so McGuigan going back in the other corner for it. Gets through as Campbell goes cross ice. Kept in by Chason. She slaps that one around. Mullally will wait for it. Now behind the net, just caught Aiken going the other way. Now Mullally with it again. Poked away by McGuigan. Campbell will get it out to Jose Gallant. On this 1-2-3 line here for the Storm. Jose Gallant working her way around. Chloe Gallant with it now. Back to Jose Gallant, pushed off the puck by Kelly Murphy. She goes up off the boards. That was kept in by Larkin, for the moment at least, as it makes its way back down to the Storm end. Lauren Clark there for it. Now the Storm with it again. Gordon just unable to reach that pass. Abby Larkin there on the follow, though. That one high and wide. Deanna Gallant now. Tried to cut back to the middle, but instead had it poked away, and now Ellie French going the other way. Finds Stewart going up the middle. Olivia Stewart cutting her way in and scores! Nice goal there from Olivia Stewart. Great setup from Ellie French on that breakout pass. And then Olivia Stewart did the rest. And as a result, for the third time, we are tied up. This time it's 3-3 with 14:38 left in the third period. And the Saints will look to keep it going here while the Storm will look to reclaim the lead one more time. Tied up off the draw, caught up in the ref's skates. Coyle up off the boards. Now down into Storm territory. Grace Larkin there for it. Fans on the clearing attempt. Carly Thompson jams it up on the boards. Stymist. Centering pass. Sent out to the point. Coyle. Down into the corner. Didn't have a shot lane, so she went into the corner instead. Collins gets it out. Coyle inside center ice. Turns it over to Collins again. Collins working her way down the wing. Has it poked away by Clark, and now Coyle will try to come out with it, but McCabe intercepts. McCabe will dump that one into the corner for Gallant. Or Collins, excuse me. McCabe with it back to the point for Grace Larkin. She'll go cross ice to find DeRoche. She shoots. That one blocked. Looked like Hawes got in front of that one. Now DeRoche across to Grace Larkin. Centering pass, that one bounces. Chloe Hawes with a handle on it. She's trying to go up the middle of the ice. Instead, she'll try and go up off the boards. Cut off there by McCabe. Now DeRoche. Turns it over to Spencer. Unable to get it out as Chloe Gallant kept it in. Rennie tried to keep it in, but just a step offside. So, 13-13 left in a 3-3 hockey game. These teams have seen overtime 4 times out of these 5 games so far. It is worth noting. As McGuigan will turn that one over. Aiken just couldn't quite reach that one. Or may have actually been Mullally, my apologies. But now Chloe Gallant working her way down the other way for the Storm. Spencer back for it. Chase on. Left for Caroline Thompson. Has that one poked away by Kylie Campbell, covered by Honcoop. And so the clock ticks down to 12:46. Face off to the right of the Mount Academy goaltender. Tie up off the draw. Tiana Gallant pushed into the boards by Kelly Murphy. Still pinned up against the boards. And the battle in behind the play there between Gallant and Kelly Murphy continues, although the puck hasn't been there for a few seconds. And now going the other way are the Saints. That one poked through, icing waved off, and so Rennie back, pressured from both sides. Kept in by Jelly. Rennie around the net for McGuigan. Emily McGuigan tries to go up the middle. She does get it out. Or actually, Saints kept it in. It looked like it was a step out, as now Walsh will wind around her own net. Brooke Walsh up the boards. Tried to find Tiana Gallant with it, but the Saints keep it in. Now Jelly pokes it away. McGuigan will go up the middle. This time it gets out. Stymist back for it. Ali Stymist pushed off the puck. Now Jelly poked that one through Gordon's legs, but McGuigan will start it over for the Storm. Gains center ice and dumps it in. The entire line will go off for a change. Now the Saints bring it back up. They go cross ice. Stymist with it. Stymist watched by a couple of Storm players there as she goes off the boards. Lauren Clark with it. Up for Lawler, kept in by the Saints. Hawes down to Carly Thompson, working her way in. Tried to go short side, blockered away by Richard. Now Hawes, or Stymist, excuse me, back to the point for Spencer. Back to Stymist. Pressured by McCabe defensively. Very complete players, Chloe McCabe, as the Saints keep it in. Hawes now. Centering pass for Thompson. Big stop there from Soraya Richard. That could have put the Saints up for the first time here tonight, but it's still 3-3. Thompson with it again. She scores! Carly Thompson. I have absolutely no idea how she found that angle, but she did after getting robbed just a few seconds before. And with 10:37 remaining, Mount Academy takes its first lead of the evening. It's now 4-3. And now we'll see how the game turns here. As again, first time the Saints have led tonight. Chloe Gallant going backwards for it. She's got it back. Sent in, and now Spencer with it. Drops it for Caroline Thompson. Up the boards, chase on over to Aiken, but loses it to Chloe Gallant. Gallant around the outside. That one off the pad of Honcoop. Gallant gets it back. Back to the point for Darash. She goes cross ice for Grace Larkin into the corner. Now Darash there for it. Saints working their way back up here, and they've got Darash on a pinch. Now Aiken. Aiken shoots. Big stop there from Richard. And Chason goes down behind the net, but Saints maintain possession. Mullally. She shoots. Bouncing puck in front. Back out to the point for Kelly Murphy. Another bouncing puck. Just all over the place here are the Storm, but the Saints can't capitalize, and so Jose Gallant sends it down the ice. 9.5 minutes left in the third period. Mount Academy's just taken a 4-3 lead on Carly Thompson's second goal of the game. And the clock ticks down to 9:29. Storm win that draw cleanly. McGuigan tries to get it out, but Richards keeps it in. Hawes gets the bouncing puck, working her way into the short side, but nothing doing there. Now Tiana Gallant going the other way. She's got Gordon, who's got the puck now. Poked away by Kelly Murphy. Good defensive play there. Now Walsh tried to get it in, but off the glass go the Saints, and that one is actually going to roll down to Richard. She's going to glove it down. 9:02 left in the third period. So the face-off will come to the right of Soraya Richard here. Storm win it cleanly here again. McCabe. Up to Lawler. Livy Lawler just chipped it down into the zone. Coyle back for it. Lawler gets it away. Now Collins tried to center that one. McCabe back to the point for Abby Larkin. Blocked. That was Coyle getting in front of that one. Now the puck goes down the ice. Richard will freeze it again. 8:36 remaining in the third period now. Now the face-off will come to the left of the Storm goaltender. McCabe doing a good job in the face-off circle here for the Storm tonight. She just won another one. Now Lawler. Livy Lawler with some open ice to work. Works away around Aiken. Gets around the stick of McDonald's. Over the blue line, Livy Lawler tries to center for Chloe Gallant. Just unable to get a handle. Now Meadow Clark. Loses it to McCabe. Back to the point, it's Darash. She steps up and fires. That one wide. McCabe back to Grace Larkin. And going down to block that one is Tate McDonald, and the Mount Academy bench is fired up about that block. Good battle behind the net. McCabe coming out with it, or Lawler coming out with it. Lawler trying to reach it, that one. And there's a battle on the ice here for it, but eventually it goes over to the other side. Meadow Clark. Up and off the boards, McDonald going off for the change. Didn't see the loose puck going down the wing. But a great shot block there a moment ago as Darash will lead the rush. And Darash trying to center that one. Kylie Campbell unable to capitalize. Chloe Gallant working her way out to the middle. Stopped by Hankoop. A couple of stops there. Darash firing. And that's another block. I think that was from Haas. Spencer now. And that one's going to go all the way down the ice. And 7:10 left in the third period. Mount Academy still leading 4-3. So the face-off will come to the left of goaltender Annie Hankoop. Puck dropped and we're back underway. McGuigan unable to keep it in. Rennie going back for it at her own blue line. Off the boards just out of Jose Gallant's reach. And that one went through everybody as well from Caroline Thompson, and so we'll try it all over again after another icing. 6:54 left in the third period. This time around, face off to the right of the Mount Academy goaltender. Tie up off the draw. Still in the circle. Eventually Kelly Murphy able to fish it out. And that one goes down the ice again. And what do you know, another icing. And now we got two pucks on the ice. As we'll have to sort out what exactly went down there. Only needed one, of course. 6:42 left in the third period. Saints get it off the draw. Kelly Murphy trying to get it through a couple of Storm players. Battling both Tiana Gallant and Walsh before it's fished out there by Aiken. And now the Saints are bringing it down again. Chason trying to cut in the middle. But instead it'll be Walsh trying to start a rush. She goes up and off the boards. Gets to Richards at center ice. She goes cross ice. Finds Mullally. Mullally up the middle for Chason. And that one kept in. Carly Thompson trying to cut back into the middle. Thompson going for the hat trick here. Watched by as many as 4 Storm players that time around. Now Tiana Gallant with it. She'll dish it off to Gordon. She fires. Hankoop will just confidently glove that down. 5:50 left in the third period. Storm pressing here as they look for the equalizer. Mount Academy looking to see this one through and ultimately pick up a split of this 6-game series. Back to the point as Abby Larkin fired it into the corner. Collins there. Now Lawler trying to make her way out front. That one just wide. Storm still with it. Keeping it in is Abby Larkin. Has that one poked away though. And now she'll try and regroup in her own end, although she loses the handle. Carly Thompson there on the forecheck. Now Abby Larkin with it. Has it poked away by Haas. Chloe Haas shoots high and wide. And that one's going to be handled by Stewart, fresh off the bench. Over to Spencer. Down low, that one's through Haas' legs, but Stewart will get there. And Stewart has that one poked away by Richard on the poke check. Now Chloe Gallant working her way down the ice. Unable to handle it after the inside-out move. Chloe Gallant with it. Chips it past Thompson on the boards. 4:45 left in the third period now. Spencer. She goes up the boards, but the Saints will get it out here now. A 3-on-1 developing. Stewart Olivia Stewart, that one poked away by Grace Larkin. Worked out into the middle. Mullally doing a good job of protecting the puck here. Chloe Gallant eventually fishes it out. Over to Jose Gallant. That one hops over Kylie Campbell's stick, and now Rachel Richards headed back the other way. Richards fires, stopped by Richard. Now DeRoche got that one out to Walsh. Brooke Walsh across the blue line, trying to cut into the slot, but Kelly Murphy stops her. Walsh backhands just off Tiana Gallant's stick, and now Carly Thompson headed the other way. Stretch pass to Stymus, or just kind of poked ahead, I should say. Now Gordon headed the other way. 3:45 left in the third. Now Coyle tries to clear, but Tiana Gallant keeps it in. So Coyle will go the other way, finding Kelly Murphy. And she's unable to clear as looks like Gordon battling down there. Just kind of watching off the monitor right now. Walsh and Thompson battling in the middle of the ice. Eventually Gordon gets it in her skates. Unable to get a good shot off though. And that'll go all the way down the ice. And so 3:12 remains in this third period. Mount Academy still leading by a score of 4-3. And it's Carly Thompson with her second of the game that is the difference right now. Face-off coming to the left of Honcoop here. As the Saints will start it out. Nice cut back by Chason. She's got room in the middle. Big stop there. Oh, it's not through. And good, smart defensive play there from Erin Rennie to just bury the puck into the back of her goaltender, Soraya Richard, to make sure there was no opportunity to poke at it. Because we could see clearly up here she did not have that fully covered. Instead, face off to her left, 3:01 left in the third. McCabe winning another draw in her own zone. McGuigan skating it out, tries to go cross ice, and Collins unable to get it, so that's going to be icing. 2:50 remaining in the third. And so it'll be on McCabe to try and win another defensive zone draw, and she does. Again, Chloe McCabe looking really good in the face-off circle here tonight, as the Storm are able to get that one out. Lawler backpedaled, finding McGuigan. Now it's Ella Collins. Has that one poked away by Caroline Thompson, and the Saints send it out as we're down to 2.5 minutes left. And now the Saints get it back at center ice. Chason just had a glorious opportunity to ice this one a minute ago, but Richard coming up big as Rennie will go up the side. Stymus taken down, and that is going to be a penalty, and it's going to be a tripping call. 2:11 left in the third period. Stymus looked a bit shaken up by that, but it looks like she'll be able to skate that one off, as it's going to be Erin Rennie going off. So that's a big defensive loss here for this Storm side. And again, that puts the Saints back on the power play here. Kelly Murphy over to Richards. Tried to go cross ice for Hawes, but instead it gets all the way over to Thompson. Kelly Murphy now into the corner. Stymus backhands it around. No teammates there, though, so that allows Larkin to try and fire it out, but Richards keeps it in the first time, but not the second. Minute 47 left in the third period. Chloe Gallant pokes that one away from Kelly Murphy. She finds Jose Gallant instead. That shot right into the chest of Honcoop. 1:38 left in the third. And a minute 27 left in the Mount Academy power play. And now with things being as they are, you have to start watching the Storm net here, potentially to see if Richard's coming out. Even just to make it a 5-on-5 here with the extra attacker. But Saints maintain possession here as Richards goes down. It'll be Carly Thompson skating it through. Again, she's got 2 goals tonight. That one into the skates as we're down to a minute 15 left. Thompson centered that one, tried to find Chiasson, but instead gets to coil that one off the side of the net. Now Chiasson. Sydney Chiasson, good effort there. Hawes tried to center it for Carly Thompson as we're into the final minute of the third period now. That shot just a little bit wide from Caroline Thompson, and that'll come all the way out. Saints maintaining possession here, though. Thompson over to Coyle. Kirsten Coyle has that one poked away. Now Darash trying to go the other way, but headed off by Mullally. Talia Mullally with it, going up the middle of the ice. 33 seconds to go. Mullally. Richard pokes that one away as Mullally loses an edge at the net. Gordon flips it down. We'll see if Lawler can get there. Instead, Honkoop will freeze. Richard out of the net. 22 and a half seconds left in the third period. 11 seconds left on the power play here for the Saints. And so it'll be interesting to see how things go here. Face-off coming to the left of Annie Honkoop. 5-on-5 for another 11 seconds, and then again, an Erin Rennie will make her way out of the box. Tie up off the draw. Storm able to keep it in. Clark. Down into the corner just out of Chloe Gallant's reach. Gordon battling Kelly Murphy in there. 10 seconds to go. And play will be stopped. 7.7 seconds remaining in the third period. So if you're the Storm, you might have one, maybe two more opportunities at it if you execute properly here off the face-off. The face-off will come to the right of Annie Honkoop. Chloe McCabe in the face-off circle. And Aiken will be shown the door. Thompson will take the draw in her place. Tie up off the draw. McCabe wins it. Gallant shot blocked. McCabe might have another opportunity. Kelly Murphy with it. She's going to freeze it, and that's how this game's going to end. So, a 6-game series between the Mount Academy Under-18 Saints and this Western/Central Storm team. It ends with both teams taking 3 wins apiece, with the Saints taking the final game of this series by a score of 4-3. Carly Thompson with a couple of goals, including the game winner here tonight. And as this is officially the final Mount Academy broadcast of the 2020-2021 season, again, we'd just like to take an opportunity to thank the Chief Public Health Office as well as all the frontline workers who've made even this environment possible here, because without their work and their support, even this game and this kind of adapted/modified environment just doesn't happen. And again, right now, we're going to sign off, but we hope to see you again in the fall, and we hope you've enjoyed tonight's broadcast on Universal Media Inc. Sports and Entertainment.